Not a sponsor, but I've heard good stuff about this, and I have not been able to track down the leak in this thing's transmission. And it's been new gasket, new seals, new all kinds of stuff. And I can tell you it's leaking there, but I can't figure out where there is. It's somewhere up there in the transmission. So I'm going to put this stuff in it, because I've heard good things about this stuff being good at resealing the seals and not damaging. So we'll see.
So just dump it in there, or?
Yeah, let's see. Power steering, engine, transmission, differential, hydraulic systems, blah, 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 blah.
So it slices, it dices. It makes thousands and thousands of curly fries.
Do not use in your eyes. May damage your kidneys. Do not drink.
Sounds like good stuff.
Flammable. I should be wearing gloves apparently. We're just getting spider webs off of here. It's got something in it.
There's a little bit left then.
It's supposed to be here, it was there. Yep, just there. And I think this is a part. Warm oil engine idling, yeah. Which is lukewarm. Alright, I'm going to use the nice bendy funnel so I can actually get back there without getting it all over the engine block.
Oh, come on. Getting it on the engine block is fun and creates a wonderful smell that never goes away. We've seen this advertised and promoted on a lot of other channels and said, oh, we'll give it a shot.
So yeah, I'll find out if this stuff's any good. I've heard more than actually a couple of the other big YouTube ones talk about this. So, and I was going to pour a bottle of Lucas in it, but then I said, you know, I want to try this stuff. I will not use the Lucas in it yet. That was always my fallback to on this stuff. And it didn't actually fill it up, it just made it leak slower. But I haven't put a bottle in this one yet, so.
Yeah. Well, we'll see, I guess.
Alright, let's see if I have any transmission fluid. Make sure I get the right transmission fluid. I have very little of it left. Ha! I knew I was prepared. That's the right stuff. I had planned on pulling the transmission pan and doing all that over again, and I decided I'll just try this.
Gee, I wonder why.
Because my luck, what's leaking is the main seal, which we get to take the entire transmission out. It's like, no.
Yeah.
Not on a vehicle that may get driven 3,000 miles a year.
Boy, aren't you being optimistic? 3,000 miles?
Yeah, not at current gas price. Oh, that's another fun one. You know what happened today? Gas prices jumped 60 cents a gallon.
Figured that would happen.
I filled up, luckily beforehand.
Yeah.
Filled up, and I better get gas before I go to the next city over. And then got to the next city over and said, why are the prices here so much higher? Then got back, like, oh, they went up here too. So. My question is, why are the bills for the transmission always the least convenient spot?
So you don't do it as often, and then you ruin the transmission and you buy a new car. It's like, why do they design some of the engines so that you have to practically disassemble the whole vehicle just to change 2 spark plugs in the back? So you don't do it as often.
Yep. I will test that now. Only getting fluid in places where it'll burn off very nicely.
There you go.
Hey, it's in places that are normal to catch fire.
We caught a fire there before.
This thing that'll be a project in the future with the hot wire. I gotta
Catching
fix
fire?
that at some point. Well, right now I have the hot wire to start it, so I've got to fix that at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, we
I
do
have
have
a
to catch
rule.
it
I
on
don't
fire.
live with that for more than 2 years.
Without catching a vehicle on fire?
Don't catch the vehicle on fire. Eventually it will melt the screwdriver though.
Alright.
I've only melted 1 screwdriver that way. At least to the point where it couldn't be used. What am I saying? I still use it. And now you have the fun of, well, there's fluid. Things that have always been a problem with automatic transmissions that they just make worse. Now you can't check it at all on most vehicles.
Now you have to have that fancy X tool thing that we were demonstrating. That has the ability on a lot of vehicles to show transmission fluid.
I think it's still a long way from full. You can see where the line ends is actually right there. The rest is just from where I filled it. So
Alright.
I need to put, it's at a pint at the line, and I'm a long way from that line. So I think this is half the reason why the insulation is always gone from the hood.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you an extra inch.
That, and it's 50 years old. I think almost quite literally. It's almost quite literally 50 years old.
It's a 78, so
Yeah.
not quite 50 years old.
So how much did you add so far?
Almost 1.5 quarts. I'm going to stop at 2 quarts. That's about 3 quarts. Starting to get a nice smell of burning transmission fluid. I'm dribbling enough on the engine. I think I'm almost perfect. I'm going to try it again. It's hard to tell. I'll have to check again later. But it's hard to tell after you fill it up because you have all the fluid in the tube.
Yeah.
I'm going to let it sit for a moment and then I'll try it again. But I think it's almost perfect.
So close that you don't want to try anymore, huh?
Definitely not.
If this works, I'm using a bottle of that in Rita's transmission.
How much is she using?
I don't know. I don't remember. See, that Riata has got 250,000 miles on it.
Come back here. I was not done with you.
And that poor thing has just got all kinds of issues. I haven't been able to drive it much.
It might be down below add still, but I'm going to let it sit. It's got enough I can drive it. And the transmission fluid is still, I've added so much it's cold again. So I can't get a good read.
Right.
So it's got enough for now. Because it says a lot for how much transmission fluid was in it, but 2 quarts of cold transmission fluid made the transmission fluid cold again. So, well, 2 quarts plus whatever what I added was, whatever that was, 8 ounces. So it's taking 2 quarts and 8 ounces, and it's not quite full yet.
These people are not a sponsor. We paid for this. They didn't even send us a free.
They're not a sponsor either. Neither is Fram.
Neither is Fram. We paid for both of these. Are you kidding? We're not exactly professional YouTubers. We don't get money.
Or free stuff.
Yeah. Or respect.
But if you want to send me free stuff, I will use it and do something with it. I'm not promising I'm going to say I like it, but I'll use it and give you a review.
Yeah. Any company out there wants us to try their products out, we're willing to try.
But it's going to be an honest review, so...
Yeah, I check the email once every so often, so...
And how do you like my electrical protection? That keeps that from shorting out on the hood.
I can't believe this thing has stayed there so long. You did this last year.
I know, it works great.
Good Lord.
My engineering stuff is crazy, but it works.
I don't... It's blowing away in the freaking fan.
Yeah, but when the hood's closed, it's held down. It don't go anywhere.
When are you getting a proper fan shroud for this?
I don't know. I'm going to have to make one.
Yeah, I would just like to
I've got one in the garage that will either go on this vehicle or the truck. My goal is to put it on the truck because it's a more valuable vehicle, and that engine may end up in the truck eventually anyways, because this thing's cool looking, but we were worried about having it. We had tree work done today, and we had to move this to do that. That's why I hot wired it earlier. And well, they offered to pull it with their skid steer, and I'm concerned about pulling it with the skid steer because I kind of want my rear end to stay there.
Yeah. It's got some rust damage. We're afraid that if they tug on it, the bumper would leave vehicle.
It's got weight reduction.
Yeah. Huh?
I mean, it's well, that's after. That's been added after, but there's still metal there, and the frame's okay. Now the trailer hitch that they would have hooked to is what I'm worried about. The frame's in better shape than the trailer hitch.
Yeah.
Let me put these brakes back before I forget, because I still have to change that tire. Yes, it holds air, but I still haven't gotten it changed.
Well, that's going to be a video here pretty soon.
It was supposed to be a video 6 months ago.
It's supposed to be a video last weekend.
True.
But we're going to replace the studs, we're going to replace the tire, we're going to replace something else over here.
Studs, tire, lugs.
Lugs.
Oh, well, the tip, do that and you don't get junk down in your funnel.
Good idea. That way you keep your funnels clean.
Fun thing, that doesn't work at a quick stop.
Battery disconnect didn't kill it. That's not a kill switch. That just means juice isn't going back to the battery anymore.
That was more just, I'll do this now, turn it off, that way I don't forget.
Yeah.
Not a kill switch.
No. Well, because that's what the alternator is supposed to do, is recharge the battery and run the vehicle. So.
And there we go.
Alrighty.
We'll see how that works.
Yeah, we'll get an update to you in a few weeks.
Yep. And
or
we'll
30 seconds, depending upon when this gets edited and uploaded.
Yeah, it'll depend on that. I'm readjusting the arrow. That was hanging down too far. It was going to cause drag. I got to keep my rust arrow.
I'm amazed at you. I'm amazed that you think this is going to go fast enough that you need to readjust your arrow.
It's less so it's going to go fast enough, more than the fact that the wind might catch it.
Yeah. And tear it off.
Exactly. Not because I'm going fast. It's just this is the Midwest. Sure. I had a gust of wind blow that truck off the road almost today, which made me think I got tree people working here, and I just had a gust of wind so hard it nearly pushed that thing off the road. I wonder if they're still upright.
All that tree people did fine.
They did great.
Yeah.
I still hate that I had to cut a couple of trees down, but they broke, and one was completely dead, and the other one was broken in half and dying. So
lightning struck the one. So I heard it that
lightning
day.
struck one and killed it. The other one broke off in a windstorm, broke the entire top out of a mulberry.
Yeah.
Now I got a big empty spot over there that I'm debating building a shed in.
Okay.
I guess that'd be a crazy car project.
That could be, yeah.
Oh, and also, we should show the giant pile of mulch.
We'll show off your giant pile of mulch.
I'm going to show the giant pile of mulch.
Why do we have a giant pile of mulch?
Because I'm going to use it.
For what?
To
attract termites?
Well, remember I got that mobile carport never set up last year.
Yeah.
Because I was going to get gravel. Well, getting anyone with a dump truck to bring anything is a challenge right now, and it's gotten high. Well, I had free mulch. So I'm going to use free mulch.
For the
carport, yeah.
For the carport.
Since the grass won't grow here anyways. It's been dug up too many times, and all it does is the grass grows where it won't get solid, and everywhere else it just stays dead. And there's mud puddle there and mud puddle there. So I'm going to run these gutters underground and get them out of the way. And then use this mulch for landscaping and everything else. So,
like I said, to attract termites.
Or to hide a Subaru, depending. It's about the right size.
Fix the head gasket and the water pump. It'll be fine. Get it done.
It's getting that time of year where I have time again. Maybe.
All right. Yes.
So, that's it for this time. So, until next time, have a good one.